Yo, Soda man, it's your boy Nathan, man. I'm back at it again. Dua Lipa on me. You know what I'm saying? I got that paraphernalia on me, that Dua Lipa merch. This was a lot of money. Let me just say this. It was a lot of money, and I haven't really worn this shirt, so I thought, man, I'm gonna wear this shirt today. I'm gonna create a purpose out of it, and I'm gonna wear this shirt. But anyway, today I want to be talking about children in the library. So, there's this library, that I go to. But here's the thing, that there's like a children's section, and I haven't really been to a lot of libraries. You may be thinking, Nathan, you look like the type of person that goes to a lot of libraries. And I don't know whether to take that as I don't know whether to shake your hand or spit in your face, but, I haven't really been to a lot of libraries. You know what I'm saying? I've probably been to, probably like 2.5 maybe. Because one of them libraries I went to isn't even, it's like, technically it's a library, but it's kind of not. But in this library, there's like a children's section. So basically there are tables and chairs where you can, sit and you can study, or at least act like you're studying, right? So there's like seats here, right? But then there's like this children's section that's like kind of close by. You know what I'm saying? So the children's section is kind of on, like, you walk in and then it's on like kind of like the right side, And what I've noticed in the library is that everyone goes to the left, Everyone is like, man, fuck children, fuck them, fuck the children, and they just go to the left because they're like, I don't want to hear no children or whatever. So they have the kids section, and, sometimes I'll walk at the library, man, I got my AirPod, I got my AirPods. Oh, sorry. Man, what's in my throat, man? Something's in there, man. But, I walk in, I got my AirPods on, and I'm ready. I want to study. I'm ready to, hit the books. I'm ready to write down notes. I'm ready to get studious. I'm ready to fucking win, man. And then I get in, I sit down, I have my AirPods in my ear, right? And what I do is that I have my AirPods in my ear, but I'm not like listening to anything. So I got like the noise cancelling ones. So I put them on, but I'm not really listening to anything. So I put them on, I'm sat down, and I was sitting kind of nearby this children's section. Or, the kids' library. Like, bro, kids that can't even read. What are they doing in a fucking library? Bro, they probably don't even know how to read yet, man. Dude, I see like 6-year-olds walking by with a book in their hand acting like they know how to read. Anyway, man, I'm getting a little bit off track, sorry. But basically, I'm sat down, I got my AirPods in me, I'm not listening to anything, I'm ready to hit the books. And then I just hear crying, or I just hear these kids screaming and that. It's like, come on, dude. You put library and children together. Children are not known for being quiet. We know this. You know what I'm saying? We've known this, man, for centuries, dude. This ain't no fucking scientific breakthrough or whatever. We haven't discovered a new enzyme or some shit, man. Dude, we've known this for forever, dude. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sitting down and I have my AirPods in my ear, yeah? Again, I'm not listening to anything. I'm not listening to jack shit, dude. But I can still hear, dude, even with the noise cancelling, I can still hear these fucking crying babies. These fucking babies crying, dude. What are you crying about? That you have to read? Like, what are you crying about? And I just hear them reading, not reading, I hear them they're running around, dude. Dude, there have been multiple times where I've been sat at a table, sat at a desk, and I'm looking around, and then these kids just running around causing a ruckus, man. All this hootenanny, all this damn fucking ruckus, man. They're playing tips or whatever in the library. I understand, dude, but all I'm saying is that if you know your kids are gonna misbehave, why would you bring them to a library, man? Let's bring them to the place where people actually trying to do work and shit. Or at least act like it. Let's go to the most quietest place in the planet. Let's go to a library, man, and I'm gonna let my kids roam around. I don't know if I get it, man. I don't know if I understand it. Maybe I don't understand it. Maybe there's like a further meaning behind it or something. But right now I don't get it. And also, dude, this library, they have like these shows or whatever. So they have like a clown come in or whatever, or they have someone come in and do like a show or whatever. So, and hold on, I'll give you an example. You kind of understand what I'm trying to say. So, one time I walk in, I'm in the library. I'm sitting in the middle of the library. You know what I'm saying? So the kids section is kind of on the right side. I'm in the middle. The left side is, that's the furthest spot away from the children's section. And what I've noticed is that a lot of people tend to sit in the left side of the library as opposed to the children's section. No one's really sitting on the right side or whatever. Right? So I'm sitting in the middle. I have my AirPods in my ear. I'm not listening to anything because I feel like music, sometimes I might listen to music while studying. Sometimes it helps. But most of the time I just have the AirPods in the ear and I'm not listening to anything. I've said that about 15 times and I'll say it again. I have my AirPods in my ear and I'm not listening to anything. Right? And I'm in the middle of the library. And then so, I'm writing down like practice questions for math or whatever. Or I'm writing down, I'm like looking at, the Google document, or something. I'm trying to read an article, whatever you do. When you're trying to study, right? And then in the fucking like in the right kind of lower quartile of my right ear, I hear baby shark da 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 da, baby shark da 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 da, baby shark da 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 da, baby shark. You know what I'm saying? I hear it in my right ear and I'm like, is that what I think it is? I'm in a fucking public library, dude, and I'm hearing baby shark. I'm hearing some guy on a microphone sing Baby Shark in a fucking library, and these kids are going, Baby Shark, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, God damn, mate. I just want to get like an hour worth of studying done, man. That's all I want, homie. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to study, boy. These damn kids, man. These kids in the library are making too much noise, man. Shut them up. Shut them up. Give him an iPad, give him TikTok or something, man. Shut him up. You know what I'm saying? Give him a PlayStation or whatever. Start him early. Let him gamble. Let him do what... No, okay. You know what I'm saying? But you get my point, man. It's like... Again, man, children in the library, they don't belong, dude. They don't belong, man. Dude, I'd probably get more studying done if I'm next to like a fucking highway when there's fucking trucks and cars going down. I'd get more work done, probably. Man, and I don't know if I'm being too harsh or whatever, man, but it's just, it's kind of annoying, dude. It's just annoying, man. I understand you want to incentivize children to read. Okay, that's cool. That's important. Especially nowadays when most children are on the TikTok and on the Snapchat or whatever they call it. On the Instagram. A lot of children are on that nowadays, and I understand that you want to incentivize them to go to the library. Excuse me, man, that belch just kind of fucking came out. Apologize for that. I understand you want to incentivize children to read and you want to bring them to the library, but man, you gotta fucking... Dude, if I was a child and if I went in the library, I would be fucking quiet, dude. I wouldn't say a fucking word, dude. If I was 6 years old in the library, I wouldn't even fucking... I would fucking... my lungs would be on a diet. I wouldn't even be breathing as fucking much, dude. If I was 6 years old and in the library, I would be walking I'd make sure I'd wear, like, quiet sneakers, man, and I'd be, huddling around like that. I'd be tiptoeing, boy. I wouldn't even be flat-footed. I'd be tiptoeing around the library. You know what I'm saying? If I was 6 years old in the library, that's all I'm saying, man. And so this is kind of just a rant, man. This is kind of just a rant on, on why, man, I don't know if this is too long. I don't know if I'm waffling or whatever. I kind of just wanted to get this out of my chest, because I've been holding this energy in my system, in my soul, and I kind of just wanted to get it out. And again, man, I don't know if... I don't even know if it's a law, man. Like maybe it's a law that they have to have a children's section or whatever. But I just think that's a dumb law, man. Because again, man, if these children are being quiet and they're not screaming and they're not yelling and they're not throwing books and they're not fucking just being annoying, just being dickheads. You know what I'm saying? If these children are just sitting and reading like I am, then it's all good. I don't mind it, man. Go ahead. all stations to Central, man. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? But if these children are fucking, you know, they're just talking and they're being annoying and they're yelling or whatever, then it's gonna disturb my, you know, my focus. You know what I'm saying? And the one thing I've noticed is that, you know, most people in the library, they got AirPods in, or they got headphones on, or they got... Bro, dude, one time I saw some dude with cotton buds in his ear, dude. That boy had cotton buds in his ear. That's how much he didn't want to hear that fucking, you know, all those kids screaming or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, again, man, I just wanted to kind of get that out. I don't know if that was a bit too much, man. Hopefully I can get a job after this. Hopefully my employees won't turn me down or whatever. Anyway, man, it's been your boy, man. I just wanted to kind of get that out of my system, man. You know, that children they don't belong in the library, or at least teach them to be quiet in the library. I don't mind a little, you know, or a little, you know, every once in a while, you know, once in a blue moon, whatever, but I can't be having it all the time. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, man, it's been your boy Nathan, man. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing good. I'm doing alright. I just wanted to kind of get that out of my system, man, and I wanted to just inform the public on it. You know what I'm saying? I think it's important to have your own voice, man, and I wanted to voice my opinion on this very important matter, dude. Because think about all the study, you know, people have lost because of these damn yelling kids. Innocent yelling kids. Am I right, huh? Anyway, man, it's been your boy, man. I don't want to take too much of your time. It's been your boy, man. Peace out, man. I'll see you in the next one. Pow, pow. A, B, sharp, da, 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 da.